Welcome to Witness Media. Welcome back to Witness Media. This is your boy Andy. So you are once again here on this channel. Who you new or make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make use of the notification bell so that every video be I better drop it there and also something like that. Yes, so Sarkodie is out saying and yeah, this all occupy or be pagana for actual India. America can use Sarkodie drop pictures before so obey releasing no pressure album, dropping pictures upon pictures. So I say a holy cigar smoking yeah, so we the question Sarkodie is Argentina like put it that kind of act on social media because only who is like says anyone who so yeah and Sarkodie about explain he say oh no we holy cigar no be smoking and say yeah or celebrity something important to any idea daily idea the be able who is Sarkodie there be and sanity and yeah they say who need the intia say on fact or apologize to mine so I say new the popular or apologize to because the personal life that
to discredit that and complain. In fact, they have criticized your appearance on social media as a bad influence with cigars. I mean, why? What is happening with you and cigars lately?
So if you do a little bit research on cigars, just to get the fact that smoking is not good.
Right.
It's not good for your health, and as they said, it's true. Any form of smoking is not good. So what cigars represent, especially in my world of entertainment, is celebrating, success, achievements. So if you see the athletes, that's what they do. They don't smoke on a regular basis, and they just wake up and start smoking. So when they have something to celebrate, then they take a cigar. So what it represents, and then the fact that you don't inhale it and you take it out, which is still all risky, but everything there's moderation to it. So yes, it was basically that. It took me a while to even have the nerve to, put it out, because I know my people and how they would take things, and I knew that's how they were going to take it. They even took time. I was shocked that it was almost a week before I got the feedback from, so for the organization, I guess they're doing their job. That's what they are supposed to do, and I can respect that. But I think most times when these organizations supposedly they are there, it wasn't going to take much for them to approach me to even start doing campaign on the smoking thing. You don't wait till now to come and tell me that I have the best brand and I'm not supposed to do that and all these things. I get it, but the only thing that blew me off was the fact that I don't know if I'm wrong, they're expecting me to apologize, which in our culture, and I get it, that's how we are, but it's very disrespectful to say that. I don't know who wrote that thing for me to come and apologize for holding the cigar to who? Yes, I get it, and I respect the fact that there's a lot of people who have done even worse, but I was the one that they single out. That should tell you something. It's a good thing, I get it, but they shouldn't get too carried away and get off the course and telling me to come and apologize. So basically just a sign of victory and celebrating what I have achieved. And normally what the pictures you've seen, that's the only time you see me holding a cigar. Off that, I don't wake up in a day feeling for cigars. No.
I see.
It's for what it represents.
So of all the bashing or the criticism, will you let it slide now, or you continue to celebrate? Will you stop displaying them, or you continue to celebrate success with your cigar?
Oh, if I don't feel like it, I wouldn't. At this point, I don't think I even, for a while, I'm not like, it's natural. If you don't want to hold it, you don't want to hold it. I don't like to, I wouldn't pretend I'm not. If I'm holding it and it happens to get it on the camera and it looks good, yeah, you might as well post it. But I'm not on a vibe now. At that point, I had finished the project. I was just literally celebrating what I've done, and that was it. Yes.
Well, some people are also saying you're a secret smoker.
Even if you are, I'm not. But I'm just saying, even if you are, I can't really. You can't change anybody's mind, honestly. You can't. So if that's what they think, but that's, to me personally, that's not what it is. I last time I told you that, I think we had this conversation. I told you, if it's the truth, it's going to come out. If it's not, there is nothing you can do about it. You know, and always, if I've been in this for a very long time, if something is the truth, it will definitely come out. So I don't really have a problem.
Has mommy seen it?
She's definitely, because of you know, the feedback that came. You know, she called me and said,
what was she saying?
From friends and the church, you know, they don't like it. This, you know, our culture is different. You know, so I also have to factor that into it. Yeah, so she definitely wasn't happy about it.
Yes, and again, you know, Sarkodie apologized to Nana Addo for the comment he was making, you know, recently, last year, after say releasing Happy Day with Kwame Newji, you know, yeah, it was signing to MPP for, so I say, you know, mobile using it as something like a baby help you with their campaign, and then Sarkodie drop a comment to be an among is adding as a Sarkodie or bought Nana Addo HBC and yes, Sarkodie say not necessarily no person chair, but sometimes on my Kasana, a look as say, you know, Obama, a particular political party taking advantage.
Motivation as in to let me say that.
Yes.
I knew that. Obviously, I knew the effect of what the song was going to bring. But one thing I've noticed is that we are living in a country where people have 2 ears. We have normal ears and political ears. So there are certain things that if you say it, when people are forcing me to do songs for the NPP, what they tend to, and it's hard for me to explain myself, so I normally try not to, because if I do it, it might end in the wrong way. Because every song that I've done that is termed, which I still see as political, from masses to inflation, it was always government. I never said NPP, NDC. So in these songs, I think they are still relevant when they are, you know, when the issues going on, you can still go back to play the masses. But what I've noticed is that in a political world, it's like a language. They have languages that they speak, you know. So if you have an opinion at a certain point, the person who feels like it's going for them take it as points, and the opponent will take it as a jab at them, right? And as much as you can come out and say this is not what I meant, it's never going to make sense to a political ear. So when I say government, I buy the JMO so I buy is a buy, whether people or NDC is a buy. So that's how I see it. So I don't speak in a political way. I speak talking to government and governance, and it's about leader. So if you're a leader, maybe at that point when I released it was you. So I'm not supposed to do a new song for suppose MPP to say that I'm doing political music. You know, I did a song that is relevant to date if you want to still play it. So that line there is saying that the government, so the song is talking about appreciation. So I used to put the blame on God. I used to do this, I used to do that. So I used to, and I will still stand by that, but sometimes when there's something good, you have to appreciate as well. So that's exactly what the line is about. So if I talked about this and that, and there's a good thing to me that has happened, right? You know, because Doomsaw was like a very big thing, which I was keen on. I think it's coming back, so we might have to drop Doomsaw back again. But when I was writing the song, I wasn't experiencing, you know, Doomsaw, and sometimes when you say these things psychologically, it makes them want to keep up, and they don't want to fall off track because you've seen that somebody's appreciating the work that you're doing. So I think for the longest, even the first time I traveled to, I don't want to mention some African countries, I appreciated my country for the first time. You know,
you're doing well.
Exactly. I've seen that. As much as, you know, we still have a long way to go. Honestly, not to like, you know, pamper ourselves, but if you compare us to certain countries, I think we have done some good. And sometimes it's good to push that side as well, so that they can also work on that. Not always, you know, bashing them. But I know the political years would never understand that, and they'll try to use that as, you know, campaign or whatever. But I don't want to get into that. I just did the music and that's it. And it has no one-sided thing that people want to take it.
You know, when you mentioned it and released the song, well, you received quite a number of bashing.
Yes.
And some people also appreciated it. Now, the rumor was that it was politically motivated, and that, well, your pocket or your account has been decorated.
Yeah.
So, were you approached by the MPP?
No.
Were you? How about the president himself? Because I know you have quite a good relationship with him.
Honestly, I've not been in touch with the president for a minute. You know, even the past, the previous government. You know, I don't really keep up with a lot of politicians. I take individuals as how they are. You know, if I find somebody to be genuinely a good person, I just keep up with them. And for the president, no, we've never. I think the last time we met him was when that FEMA. No, I think we went to Guba Awards and he was there.
Okay.
I think that was it. You know, I've never spoken to him till date.
So there was no political motivation.
No.
But the president went on Twitter to appreciate the song.
It's very good. It's very good you're bringing this up, and I want to use this opportunity because when you're on Twitter, I know what you're about to ask. You know, because when I responded to that, if I was speaking or people were looking at me and what I tweeted, I was actually trying to make fun of the situation, which sometimes it doesn't get, it's not received well.
Right.
That's why I really try to stay away from either even the social media or even going on the radio to speak, because if you're not too careful, you might be taken the wrong way. And that was one perfect situation that what I was saying to me, because when he retweeted, and now it makes it seem like, that's what you're saying, it makes it seem like maybe it was exactly, you know. So then I just came in to make it lighter to say, you know, Mr. President, you know, as I'm saying now, if it gets back to what I'll come and speak about it. So don't think because this has dropped, you know, that's all that. So I want to use this opportunity to apologize to the president if he did not take that lightly. You know, sometimes people can interpret things differently, but to use this platform to say, honestly, it was just me making a situation a bit lighter, you know. Yes.
If I bring when I saw it, I was like, okay, that's quite hard. But anyway, maybe there is something to it. Or I know how these.
Yeah, so Sarkodie Apologize, and again, you know, it's some rumors be says Sarkodie is going to feature someone bigger than Jay-Z, and they are Ghana for Beyonce name Shatawale Ayen say Sarkodie is trying to overcome Shatawale with that kind of comment in a Buffy procedure on. So on the album we were expecting someone bigger. What I say in Ghana, the very comment now a Mickey Low Pressure album, the most anticipated album ever in Ghana history. Now, so I say, Ejinasa comment to it, so Ejinasa talks we are positive because everyone was ready looking for that person now bigger than Jay-Z now positive come was but album never told me no one is bigger than Jay-Z, but Sarkodie, how was it trying to be a normal player, and I said, was it to come Shatawale and Beyonce down and I said again Sarkodie Babiano. So you could see and this is here.
There was a conversation that you were going to feature someone bigger than Jay-Z. I don't know who brought that out. Was that you?
No.
Did you ever hear it?
Yes.
Who said that?
Oh, I think it was a comment Pussy G made some time ago that I don't think he referred to even the album. He said that I have a song with somebody, you know, bigger than Jay-Z. And if he would be honest, you know, I called him the next day. I think the same, I was on a flight when he said that. So as soon as I got here, the news was all over. Then I called him, you know.
You Charlie was
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's what he said, and people are just carrying that along.
But was there any feature coming up?
No, I don't. Honestly, I've not really. It's quite funny because it comes to the house and we never speak about it. You know, as in who he was referring to. Yeah. So.
Well, some people also.
I probably has done when we went to London. We did works, so maybe to him he refers to whatever we have done as something bigger than, you know, what Jay-Z is. But because I know how the people, you know, the media would take things. That is why I wouldn't expect him to say that, you know. So that's the only reason why I was like, as even if you had genuine intentions, these things will never be received the same way that you said it. So, and so now he has to live with that, because and myself now, every expectation is Sarkodie, I have to release a song that's like big, somebody bigger than Jay-Z, yeah.
Around the time Shatta Wale had released his song, Beyonce had released her song with Shatta Wale, and so it was some sort of a statement to spite that song or to shoot it down. That was the perception.
Yes, exactly.
Right. So did you feel the same?
Yeah, it was just, to me, honestly, was and Pussy G will tell you that I was extremely not happy with that, and yes, it would come off, especially at that time. When you say anything like that, I think it was a moment where we're all supposed to just supporting that and nothing else. So when that conversation came up, it makes it look a bit kind of weird, and me too, being the type of person I wouldn't come to speak on it. Now it makes it seem like maybe even I told Pussy G to go and say that, or but I had no idea. I was literally on the flight. I got off, and then Twitter was like going crazy.